Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see, I'm going to be playing Terraria. I did buy the full version of the game, so this is going to be hopefully the first in a series. I'm going to create a character. I'm going to randomize it a few times first. See if I can find like a good starting point for a character that I might use. But I'm gonna make this a wizard playthrough. A wizard playthrough is essentially like a playthrough where as soon as you get up until like a certain point, you cannot do anything but what a wizard would do. Like use wizard weapons, wizard items, wizard armor, all that stuff. I'm gonna use this hair with a dark gray color. His eyes are going to be green, a light green. His overshirt color is going to be black. That's all the way down here. And his undershirt color is going to be dark gray. His pants will also be black. And his shoes will be dark gray. His name will be Gandalf the Grey. No, I'll just make it Gandalf. As you know, don't forget to, Gandalf or Gandalf. I'm gonna make it Gandalf. I'm going to create a world, expanded. Mortal. So, as you should all know by now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to get a reminder of any additional content that I create. But I'm just going to say it again. This will be a first in a series of Terraria videos, hopefully. I'm mainly doing this because, to be honest, Pixel Survival World and Pixel Survival 2, they're just boring me. They just don't have enough content. I mean, sure, they're fun games and all, and I do play them a lot. They aren't good enough. They aren't providing enough content for me to make an entire video out of. So, I'm hoping to make a few videos with my brother. I linked my account to his tablet, my tablet that he plays on, so he can get the game for free. But if you guys want to download Terraria for yourself, all you have to do is go to the App Store and search Terraria. And if you want, you can buy the full game, or you can download the free version of the game, which is just the demo. But do be sure to check it out. It's a very, very good game. I love it a lot. And I'm sure most of you don't know, but I've played Terraria and done a mage, warrior, and archer playthrough in both normal and hard mode. Now, that's on my Xbox. On my phone, I've done a warrior, mage, and archer playthrough. Just normal because the 1.3 update hasn't come out for phone yet. and I'm not sure if it's going to. But this video is probably going to be a bit longer than normal because of me having to create a world and whatnot. But this is going to be a somewhat tutorial video. It's going to be basically me explaining what you should do once you start the game. So obviously the first thing you want to do is start gathering materials like wood and stone. But I always go for wood first so you can set up your house, because I can guarantee that if you're playing a wizard character, you will not survive your first night. What I usually do through my first wizard playthroughs, like the first couple days on my wizard playthrough, is I do allow like a melee weapon up until you get like a good mana weapon or whatever you would like to call it, because there's no way at all you can just start the game without a weapon and hope to do a mage playthrough like that. And if you want even more help on how to do it good, there's a really great YouTuber that I personally watched to get good. His name is Chippy Gaming, or Chippy's Couch, depending on what you like to watch. Chippy's Couch is his new channel. Not necessarily new, but it's the one that he made to like do more modded gameplay and stuff. But I watched Chippy Gaming. He is a very good Terraria player on, as far as I know, console and PC. But yeah, definitely check out his channel. That's really all I have to say about him for now. So let's get back into the Terraria thing. After you've like mined all your trees and got the wood for your house, I recommend you replant the acorns, or eventually, like in a couple of my playthroughs, you will just run out of wood in your world and have to make another one. And that is no fun. Normally what I do, like since I've already completed the game multiple times on multiple different playthroughs, if I'm finding it like too difficult to find a certain ore, I will do a duplication glitch to get like a little bit less than what I need. So I'm not like completely cheating the system, but I am getting what I need, almost. The one thing about this duplication glitch is I never ever use it to just like cheat my way through the game. There was one playthrough, the every item, like a stack of every item in the game. I had to get a stack of every item in the game, and my brother would confirm it, and I actually did end up completing it. It was by far the most difficult playthrough I've ever done. But in every playthrough I do, I beat every boss in the game, at least once. But Duke Fishron, he's one of the hardest bosses in the game if you don't know about him already. I normally beat him the most out of every boss, because I want the Razorblade Typhoon so bad in my playthroughs. And it usually takes about 2 to 3 times to get it on my warrior playthroughs, but on my last wizard playthrough, it took me like 8 tries to get it, which really, really sucked. The one good thing about being a wizard is there's the spectral armor. So basically, the spectral armor is it's like an armor where every time you hit an enemy, you get like a set amount of HP back for every time you hit him. That's how I would beat Duke Fishron. Like, I would use the Razorblade Typhoon to kill Duke Fishron. I killed him the first time, obviously. I used the phase staff, I think it was. I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I played. But how I killed him the first time was I used that one staff. It bounces off walls, and I made an arena that had walls on the top and bottom, so it would just bounce and repeatedly hit him. So every time I hit him, every time he hit me, I could get the health back right away, and there was never a risk of me dying. Because I was like really, really well equipped. Like I had such a high amount of defense for a wizard character. Like it could have rivaled even some of my archer characters. Their defense isn't much higher, but I had a really high defense thing for being a wizard. So he didn't like do a whole bunch of damage to me like he does to most people. Like he would normally do like a few hearts of damage, and I would just avoid his attacks until I got it back. I would just avoid his attacks, period, but man, my voice is just hurting today. Okay, I'm gonna build my house right here. I'm gonna level out the ground a little bit. And, so basically, how I would beat him is I would use that staff, so I would get my health back every time I got hit, and I would just be completely decked out in potions, so nothing would, like, do a whole bunch of damage to me. The one thing that got me was, like, the Sharknadoes that he summoned. Eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That does not look right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But it is. I'm gonna make it 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a big house. Now, what I'm gonna do is make some torches, cover my house. Because it is very dark. And I'm going to make a workbench and drop that down right there and make a couple of doors to keep out the monsters. And after this, I'm going to get a hammer to break down those dirt walls. So I can replace them with wooden ones. Okay. Nope, I destroyed the dirt. I might as well. I'll just replace it with wood. You guys just tell me what you want me to do in the comment section. Like, you tell me if you want another Terraria video, or if you want, like, a different video. Like, you tell me what you want. And you also tell me, like, more specific details, like what you want in that video, so I can, like, completely optimize your experience on my channel. Ah, this is such a terrible sword. But just you wait. Eventually I'll get to a point where I'm one-shotting creatures like that. And by eventually I mean like by episode 15. Usually what I do I after I get my house situated is go mining, which might seem unusual, but actually it's probably the ideal thing to do. Because if you go mining, you can find diamonds and gems and stuff, and you can um, make a staff, a magic weapon. You can also find heart crystals or life crystals. I can't remember what they're called. And you can get fallen stars from, like, them falling from the sky, obviously, during nighttime. And you can use 5 of them to craft a mana crystal. Right now, I need to make some wood walls. You need a lot of them because they actually run out very quickly. This will probably end up being the guide's house later on because, he's obviously my favorite NPC. Apart from, like, the truffle, the guide is my favorite NPC. Mainly because he's, like, the only one that doesn't care that you're sacrificing him to summon bosses and stuff. And just the way he handles situations is just funny. Guys, in the comment section below, do comment, like, what's your favorite NPC from Terraria? Also, comment, like, what's your favorite thing to do in Terraria? Like, what do you do with your spare time? I'll put one there, one there. It's pretty symmetrical. It's gonna need a chair. Now I do believe my guide can move in. And, yep, there it is. My guide has moved in. So what I do after this is I lucked out kind of, and there's a cave system right here. So I'm going to make some more torches, and I'm gonna head down there and see what I can find. Hopefully I can find, oh, that was not good. Hopefully I can find, like, some decent items, like, decent enough to where I don't die every night. Platforms are pretty essential to surviving here. I mean, the reason I got so much wood is so I could get a whole bunch of platforms and stuff. Because obviously you aren't going to need nearly as much wood as I got to build a house. Sorry if I'm, like, being a little quiet, but I really don't have much to say. And not right now, anyways. My first time for every boss will be recorded. It will be on camera. It might not be posted at the exact same time that I do it, but it will be recorded and it will be posted. Normally, where I go from here with my house is, I, like, start extending it sideways, down, and up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. But, I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!